When was the last time that you said that you wanted to learn a language, but you possibly did not start it? Or said that you are a very good writer, but you've still not been able to start your book? Or those resolutions where you said you're going to build your body or learn a sport, but you've not got around to doing it? Or that big project which you finished at the absolute deadline and swore to yourself that next time you are going to do things faster. But again, with the next project, you did the same, next project, you did the same, and eventually maybe even overshooting timelines. Procrastination is something that many of us experience in our life. I do. Even today, there are times that I catch myself procrastinating and I have to get myself back. 95% of people around us have reported that they procrastinate at different points in time and to different degrees. Some procrastinate a lot, some do a little less. Is it possible to get out of procrastination? Yes, it is absolutely possible to get out of procrastination. It's a very simple set of two, three things that you need to do. One of the first things that you can do to get out of procrastination is get someone to be an accountability partner with you. It helps to have someone who can lovingly, caringly, nurturingly nudge you. Now, this can be a senior, a colleague, a team member, a family member, a friend, a coach, a mentor, a spiritual guru. This helps. Talking helps. So, if you are procrastinating, don't stay bottled up. Speak, discuss this with someone who's achievement oriented, who is planned, disciplined, structured, and task oriented. In many cases, this happens that I draw inspiration from my wife on this. She's a very list oriented person. So she puts things down and she gets things done in a sequential order. And I've learned a lot over the years from her. There are so many of my mentees who have come to me with these issues. When I sit down with them and I break things down for them, it helps them think through and work better. So, number one, get help. Number two, chunk things into smaller pieces and get things done. A little bit of daily progress is better than a lot of progress that you want to see. Always remember, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. But if you don't have the sum of the parts, then nothing is going to happen. But for the sum of the parts, you need the parts. So get the parts going. Do small little pieces. Sometimes 2 minutes or something, sometimes 5 minutes or something, sometimes a couple of hours or something. In our distracted world today, it's very important for us to make time. Make a little bit of time and do it regularly. Even if you miss the schedule, just come back to and do it. Don't worry about the end time, end goal. If you have a certain period of time, start early, do little things, do whatever you're comfortable with, right? So chunking things, putting a little bit of time and beginning with what you're comfortable with, that in itself will get you going. So get help and then chunk, give it time and do small pieces of it. The third thing that you need to do is, if you don't have the skills to do something, learn and invest time in learning the skills. Get inspiration, draw some motivation. That in itself will help you move forward, because in a procrastinator's mind, there are so many worries, and I'll go to that in a little bit, but those worries, those blocks can sometimes hold us back. So the process of learning the skill, or learning and gaining ideas, or watching others do it, or simply sometimes shamelessly copy pasting things, can help you move forward and get things done. So, in the initial bucket of solutions, I would say just do three things. Get some help, chunk things and devote time regularly, and do small pieces of it and regularly. And the third thing is learn the skills, copy, mimic, match pace along with someone else, and do this. This will get you out of that procrastination space. However, let's come to the other side of things. Why do we procrastinate? One of the most common reasons why people procrastinate is because they have some mental noise, some self-talk, which is preventing them. And some of this self-talk is coming from the fear of being judged, the fear of failure, and the root cause of some of that could be with early childhood or teenager life or early work years, where you were criticized or you had failures or you had some challenges. And this is where you will require the help of a coach or a mentor or a spiritual guru or a therapist to overcome those noises in your head. There is a lot of good self-help literature also available. And if you can self-regulate, if you have that aspect of discipline, discipline has 10 aspects, and I've talked about this in several of my videos, but self-regulation is one important aspect of discipline. If you can self-regulate yourself by reading some self-help books or some popular literature, do that. Otherwise, get a human intervention going. If you have that self-talk that is harming you, and self-talk is of many kinds. It's, like I said, about fear of failure, fear of being compared, ridiculed, fear of isolation, fear of not feeling creative enough, etc. Talk to an expert, get the help, and overcome that self-talk. The second thing is our own physical capability. For many of us, we may not mention this, but we feel tired. We don't feel strong enough. Our back hurts or neck hurts, or in today's modern world, there are so many other lifestyle diseases that we have again developed. That physical lethargy projects on and creates even more mental issues. So, fix your physical issues. You really need exercise, nutrition, and sleep in the right quantity to be healthy. So, get your blood profiling done. If you have deficiencies, like vitamin B12s or D3s, or so many other vitamins that doctors will advise you on, you will need to fix those. So talk to your general practitioner, talk to a good nutritionist thereafter, get your blood profiles done, get your tests done, fix issues. If you have had prolonged illnesses or diseases, take the right kind of treatment, whether it's from allopathic treatment or homeopathy or Ayurveda. Fix those issues, choose natural ways of living so that you can come out of those issues. Then thereafter, exercise is very critical. 5 to 6 times a week, get good amount of exercise and vary the exercise. A little bit of gymming, a little bit of running, a little bit of swimming, a little bit of cycling, whatever you can do. If you don't have access to some of those things, or financially you cannot afford those, then do some freehand body weight exercises at home. There are so many gyms, so many trainers who have put videos on YouTube and several other tools which are available today for you to work with. And then the third aspect of physical fitness is your own sleep. If your mind is well rested, you will have a lot more of energy to get things done. And again, there is enough help available out there today to help you fix sleep naturally. You don't need to always go the melatonin way or some of the other infusions, etc., that people talk about. There are many natural ways, breathing rhythms, yoga assisted way, mindfulness ways, which can help you fix your sleep. So that's the second thing that you need to fix. Fix your body, fix the nutritional issues, illnesses, get some exercise and sleep well, right? So with a good resolution of the mental issues, which is the self-talk, and all, and the physical issues, you will find a lot of relief, because your mind and body are the biggest resource that you have to do what you need to do. And you will be able to take on that aspect of you which is procrastinating very well if your mind and body has a lot more energy. Then comes your spiritual grounding. Your own understanding of your own self, of important values, important thoughts. Why is it important to work hard? And what is going to become of you if you do certain things? How do values impact? How do deep virtues impact? How does prayer impact? How do things like mantra jap, meditation, these things impact? Learn this, understand this. Much of that also resolves the energy and the issues that you carry within you and your body, your own cellular memory. So engage in a lot more of spiritually intelligent activity. Now, the last one is also something which is an aspect of modern life. It's been there for a long time, but it's also an aspect of modern life. If you're financially worried, if you're financially burdened, you will continue to think twice, thrice before you do things. Like, many people don't make hard decisions because they feel that it'll impact their work and relationship and career. And then, if something happens, then they have a lot of, EMIs and debts to take care of. And they don't do that. And when you ask people, why aren't you investing in your own self, developing your own capability, they say, financially I'm very restricted. And because they're not able to build their capability, they don't know how to do things, then they end up procrastinating, and it's a vicious loop. Financial pressures in our life, and like I said, especially in our modern life, can be a big worry. And if you have that also as a challenge in your life, talk to your family, talk to some educated people who can help you create the right kind of focus and plan. Now, financial situations don't resolve overnight, it takes time. But if you have an understanding of how you need to navigate life, some of these issues can be resolved. So, fix this also. The last but not the least is also the kind of company that you keep, the people that you're with, the kind of conversations that you have. A lot of individuals today in the workplace, in their business environment, in the society today, are not a part of good, healthy, competitive groups. They are a part of agony groups. They are they're a part of mutual appreciation groups. They are a part of people who are say activists around a certain cause, or cribbing about a certain issue, or cribbing about a certain aspect of things, taking sides, being very divisive. Much of this also impacts the kind of physical and mental energy that you carry. Negative groups, negative people, negative social circle, negative conversations can have a deep impact on your energy and your thinking process. So if you're again a part of this kind of a challenge, then again solve it. So besides having some good habits to avoid procrastination, you need to fix your emotional, physical, spiritual, financial, and social and circle related issues, so that you have the right kind of internal environment, energy, orientation, and focus to do it. Try being with people who are achievement oriented, calm, peaceful, positive people a lot more in your life. Try to spend a lot more time with your teachers, gurus, good people, people who are actually doing well in life, and not the so-called influencers out there who've really not done anything in their life but just out there trying to give. Yeah, not that kind of people. People who've really done good and are continuing to do well in their life. Be in that company, sort out these issues for yourself. I wish you a lot of good progress in your life. You are yet to achieve the highest potential that you can achieve in your life. Work for the highest potential that you can achieve.